I've always enjoyed and been a fan of Conklin's Mark Twain Crescent Filler pen. I've got quite a few. I think they're really interesting. I think the thing I really love about the Crescent Filler is that it's a throwback to over 100 years ago when Mark Twain, the writer, was using the crescent filling pen. That was his pen of choice, and he liked it mostly because the crescent on the pen prevented the pen from rolling off his desk. He knew how horrible it is to drop a pen and ruin a nib. I'm sure that's why he liked that crescent, stopping that pen from rolling onto the floor. Smart guy. Conklin has put out another special edition of the Crescent Filler, and this time it's in a different type of material than they've ever used before. And when I first saw it online, I was like, that is cool. I gotta have that. Yeah. So let's go ahead and take a look. As you can tell from the box, it's brass. It's a brass pen. Comes in the standard blue box that Conklin comes in. So let's lift that up. And is there any, oh, there we go. It does have some special literature in it. So it's commemorative of the pen. So I like these little diagram drawings of the pen because it shows you like how the inside, you know, how it works and stuff. I just think that's cool. It says here, Conklin Pen Company promptly changed the writing industry forever when it patented in 1897. 1897 is when this pen first showed up onto the scene. The self-filling pen known as the Crescent Filler. So this pen has been around for a long time, from the dawn of fountain pen writing everywhere. I'm gonna replace that back in there. And that's what I like about this throwback. According to the designs and to the old designs, if you look at other photos of this pen, the design of the Crescent Filler hasn't really changed very much. In fact, Conklin has retained that same silhouette for over 100 years. So let me take this. I'm trying to get the pen out while I'm talking to you, so I'm having trouble doing that. And I see it's vibrating the cameras. Here we go. I got it out. But first, before we look at it, do you hear me put that down? Yeah, it's heavy. So we've got other stuff to look at here, such as here is our Conklin warranty information, as well as Crescent Filler instructions. So that is in there. Underneath that false bottom, there's nothing. How delightful. The other Conklin pens, that's where you find your cartridges. And sometimes you find a really cool fold out, kind of like a catalog of every pen that Conklin carries, which I always like looking at that. I could spend a long time just looking at it and being like, ooh, ah. Well, let's take a closer look at that pen. So here we go, is the Conklin Crescent Filler in brass. And here's the crescent I was talking about that prevents the pen from rolling off the table. It's totally different experience in brass. It's so heavy, but it's so, it's solid. And you know what's gonna be cool is this pen is gonna look cool as it starts to patina, where the brass will start to carry characteristics of use, and that's gonna look so cool. But right now, I'm really enjoying the beautiful, bright shininess of this material. It looks really nice. So it's got the famous Conklin rocker clip. I think that is also brass. It looks like it's brass. And even the little crescent, not the crescent thing here, but the thing that stops the crescent from moving is brass. So that's awesome. We've got Conklin, and then on the back, you've got Mark Twain's signature. And this is a numbered series. Only 1,898 exists in the whole world. And I have seen these available on some, let's see, it's sold out on Pen Chalet, but I did see that Gold Spot had some available still. So let's look at that nib. And it comes with a black stainless steel JoWo nib. And the nib I have is stub nib. I love a good stub nib. It makes your handwriting look so fancy, even when it's not. That should be like the tagline for all stub nibs everywhere. So the self-filling system, this does not come apart, but how you fill this pen with ink is you turn this right here to where there's an opening and it goes underneath the crescent, and then you stick the pen into ink, squeeze that crescent down, and then you let go of it and it will suck the ink through the pen. And that's why they call it a self-filling system, because you really don't have to do a whole lot. You just stick this into the ink and squeeze the crescent, and that's it. So it makes filling up a fountain pen to be very easy. So that's very cool. Does this pen post? Yes, it does. And what I like about the Crescent Filler is it posts really nicely. And in fact, you know what's crazy is that the way this is posted, even though it's all brass, it's actually quite comfortable. It's a little heavier on top, but if you're a person that likes to post your pens, you might not mind this so much. It actually doesn't feel too horrible, in my opinion. But since I like to write with my pens unposted, I will likely use it unposted, and it's much lighter experience in that respect. A very cool pen. The one thing that I always have an issue with the Crescent Filler is when I go to put the cap on. Well, it did it this time. Sometimes I just can't get the crescent. I'm a little nitpicky about that. I like the crescent to line up with the clip. I know it doesn't matter. I'm gonna try that one more time just to see if that was a fluke. Yeah, so there it goes. So with each crescent filling pen that I always have, I always find there's always that one place you know where to start turning the pen, and so you figure it out. This will take me a little bit to figure out. There it goes. And it's just that magic spot where you can get it all to line up. Well, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to fill this beautiful pen up with some ink, and let's see how she writes. Thank you for joining me for this look at the Conklin Mark Twain Crescent Filler in a special edition of brass material. This thing not only can be used as a pen, but I'm pretty sure it could double as a weapon. Carry this with you, and if you need a baton or you need to defend yourself, just take this baby out and you can just swing it around and do what you gotta do with it, right? But yeah, man, you could just, or it could break glass, you know? Hey, you know, there's many uses for this fountain pen. I like it. I like this pen a whole lot. The stub in it performed pretty well. And what I'll probably end up doing is I like the look of brass with shiny silver, and I'll probably end up changing out this nib with a silver stainless steel Conklin nib that I have, just so I can get that. I just like the way that looks. It's a personal preference. But yeah, this is a really cool limited edition. This might be the coolest Conklin Crescent Filler limited edition that has ever come out. If they make one in like a stainless steel material, that could actually be pretty cool too. So let's talk price. This pen retails for $195. It is currently available over at Goldspot for $155.95. For a limited edition, I don't think that's horrible, especially as an all brass pen. And if you use the coupon code ROY, you can get 10% off of that. And if you use the hashtag FireTom, you can even get a Penboy Roy sticker. So it's a win-win. Although we all know Tom is awesome. He's not going to get fired. It's just all in fun. So Tom is awesome. I think that's a good value for this pen, considering, you know, you could get, I mean, you know what this is going to look really good with is pair it with a Kaweco brass pen. Just get all the brass pens and put it together and have a brass pen family. I'm going to start working on that very soon. So, well, that's really all I have to say about this pen. I highly recommend it. I think it's very cool. Yeah. And that's how the ink flows.